Sa nga tinalikdan nga mga semana gintalakay naton diri sa CSA on Air ang nagkalain-lain nga mga aktibidad nga ginpangunahan sang Civil Service Commission angot sa aton selebrasyon sang 112th Philippine Civil Service Anniversary. Ila sa mga gintalakay diri sa aton programa amo ang regional office-led activities kaangay sang Fun Run, Honor Awards Program, Regional Human Resource Management Practitioners Congress, Government Express at the Mall, kag iban pa nga mga contests, kaangay sang Give It Your Best Shot Photography Contest, essay writing, kag Government Choral Competition, nga ginhiwat naman sa bugos nga pungsod. Gani angot sini nagapasalamat gid ang Civil Service Commission Regional Office 6 sa tanan ng mga opisyal kag empleyado sang gobyerno gikan sa nagkalain-lain naton nga mga national government agencies, government-owned and controlled corporations, local government units kag state universities and colleges nga nagpasakop kag nagsuporta gid sa mga nahambitan nga aktibidad diri sa Western Visayas. Sa nga tinalikdan nga September 28 no at daw sang Biyernes ginhiwat sang CSCRO 6 bilang kabahin sang culmination sang 112 Philippine Civil Service Anniversary ang Hataw Galaw diri sa Iloilo Sports Complex nga nahamtang sa La Paz, Iloilo City. So kapina 625 ka mga government employees ang nagpasakop sa Hataw Galaw gikan sa almost 40 ka mga government offices diri sa probinsya kag syudad sang Iloilo. So nangina madinalag-o naman ang nasambit nga aktibidad. Gani madamo gid nga salamat sa inyo pag participate sa Hataw Galaw sang tinalikdan nga September 28. Bangod sa inyo suporta langin madinalag-on ang aton pagsaulog sang 112 Philippine Civil Service Anniversary. Sa pihak nga bahin, magapatigayo naman sa Career Service Examination, Paper and Pencil Test para sa professional kag sub-professional levels ang Civil Service Commission sa October 21, 2012. Gani angot sini, todo naman ang pagpanghanda sa Civil Service Commission Regional Office 6 para sa palaabuton nga eksaminasyon. Magluwas sa Career Service Exam, Paper and Pencil Test, magapatigayon man sang competitive examination para sa Modified Local Scholarship Program, Master's Degree Course para sa school year 2013 to 2014 ang komisyon. Gani para sa mga examinees para sa Career Service Exam, kag competitive exam para sa Local Scholarship Program, Master's Degree Course, tutok gid lang kamo diri sa aton nga programa bangod aton ibaluon ang pila ka mga importante nga detalye angot sa nahambitan nga mga eksaminasyon. Magluwas diri aton man pagatalakayon ang pila ka mga updates angot sa special eligibilities. Kabahin na diri ang barangay official eligibility. Angot sa aton palaabuton nga Career Service Exam sini nga October 21, 2012, mayara kita sa mga testing centers sa bugos nga pungsod. Diri naman niya sa Region 6, mayara kita sang 3 ka testing center. Amoy ni ang Iloilo City, Kalibo Aklan, kag Bacolod City sa Negros Occidental. O sa liwat, mayara kita sang 3 ka testing center diri sa Region 6 para sa palaabuton nga Career Service Examination, Paper and Pencil Test, Professional and Sub-Professional levels sa October 21, 2012. Ang aton testing centers ang nahamtang sa Iloilo City, Kalibo Aklan, kag Bacolod City, Negros Occidental. 3 naman ka mga eskwelahan ang magaserbi nga testing center sa syudad sang Iloilo nga amo ang mga masunod: West Visayas State University, kag Iloilo National High School sa Luna Street, La Paz, kag Mandurriao National High School sa Q. Abeto Street, Distrito sang Mandurriao. So sa West Visayas State University kag Iloilo National High School sa La Paz, paghahiwaton ang Career Service Exam, Paper and Pencil Test, Professional level, kag amuman ang Local Scholarship Program naton nga competitive examination. Samtang ang Career Service Examination paper and pencil test para sa sub-professional level ang paghahiwato naman sa Mandurriao National High School sa distrito sang Mandurriao diri sa syudad sang Iloilo. Luyag naman nga ipahibalo sang CSERO 6 nga ang venue sang Career Service Exam paper and pencil test para sa sub-professional level diri sa syudad sang Iloilo ang gin-transfer no. Inianay ang naka-schedule for West Visayas State University kag Iloilo National High School apang gin-move ini o kung gin-transfer sa Mandurriao National High School. So, reminder ina para sa aton nga mga examinees para sa sub-professional level. Sa kabuusan, mayara ang Region 6 ang 7,632 examinees para sa professional kag sub-professional levels. Kag out of this number, 6,132 ang magakuha sang exam sa professional level, samtang 1,500 naman ang magakuha sang exam para sa sub-professional level. So again, para sa October 21 naton nga career service exam, we have a total of 7,632 examinees. Kag gikan diri 6,132 ang magakuha sang professional level nga examination kag 1,500 naman para sa sub-professional level. So diri sa syudad sang Iloilo, particularly para sa professional level, may yara kita sang 2,674 examinees kag 634 naman para sa sub-professional level. Sa aton testing center dito sa Kalibo, Aklan, 1,736 ang magakuha sang professional level, samtang 440 para sa sub-professional level. Kaga dito naman sa aton nga testing center sa Bacolod City sa Negros Occidental, mayara kita sang 1,722 examinees para sa professional level kag 426 examinees para sa sub-professional level for a total of 7,632 examinees. So, isa ini makabig ini sa isa sa mga pinakadamo gid no nga examinees para sa nahambitan nga examination diri sa Region 6. So, ano naman bala ang coverage o kon scope sa career service examination paper and pencil test? Sigurado gid nga amoy ni ang pamangkot sa mga aton examinees nga magakuha sa career service exam. Gani para sa mga examinees, take note gid sa mga masunod naton nga detalye. So para sa aton nga career service professional examination, this will be in English and Filipino. Ang coverage sang exam amo ang masunod: vocabulary, grammar and correct usage, paragraph organization, reading comprehension, analogy, logic, kag numerical reasoning. So para sa mga magakuha sa career service professional exam, paghahandaan ninyo ang mga masunod nga coverage sang eksaminasyon: vocabulary, grammar and correct usage, paragraph organization, reading comprehension, analogy, logic, kag numerical reasoning. Kag tandaan nga ang eksaminasyon will be in English and Filipino. Para naman sa mga magakuha sa career service sub-professional examination, ang coverage sa exam will include vocabulary, grammar and correct usage, paragraph organization, reading comprehension, spelling, clerical operations, kag numerical reasoning. Sa liwat, para sa mga magakuha sa exam sa career service sub-professional, this will also be in English and Filipino. Ang coverage sang exam amo ang masunod: vocabulary, grammar and correct usage, paragraph organization, reading comprehension, spelling, clerical operations, kag numerical reasoning. So tandaan nga both professional and sub-professional levels sang nahambitan nga examination will include items on general information, which shall include the following areas: Philippine Constitution, ang aton nga Code of Conduct and Ethical Standards for Public Officials and Employees, upon Republic Act 6713. Subong man ang peace and human rights issues and concepts kag environment management and protection. So sa liwat, para sa professional kag sub-professional levels, ang examination will also include items on general information, kabahin diri amo ang mga masunod nga areas: Philippine Constitution, Republic Act 6713, o kung ginakilala nato nga Code of Conduct and Ethical Standards for Public Officials and Employees, Peace and Human Rights Issues and Concepts, kag Environment Management and Protection. So, subong pa lang, mas maayo gid kun kamo niya ang maga-review para sa palaabuton nga Career Service Examination. So, tandaan nga agud makapasar sa exam, kinahanglan nga ang inyo general weighted average or rating is at least 80. So, again, kinahanglan nga ang general weighted rating is at least 80 agud makapasar sa career service exam. Gani sa mga examinees para sa professional kag sub-professional levels, inyo gid dapat paghahandaan ang career service examination. Ang examination result ang iga-release naman paagi sa official website sang Civil Service Commission, www.csc.gov.ph. Sa liwat, ang examination result ang opisyal nga iga-release paagi sa website sang Civil Service Commission, www.csc.gov.ph. 45 days matapos ang eksaminasyon sa October 21. So, iga-post sa aton nga website ang list of passers only. Samtang magaset naman sang schedule ang Civil Service Commission Regional Office para sa conferment o awarding sang Certificate of Eligibility para sa mga passers sang eksaminasyon. Para naman sa mga hindi makapasar sa exam, mahimo man ninyo sa gihapon makuha ang inyong report of rating online. So, paagi sa nahambitan nga website. Tandaan lang ang inyong examinee number. So, again, tandaan gid ang inyong examinee number para sa ato nga mga examinees bangod inyo ini pagagamiton to get your report of rating online para sa mga hindi naman makapasar sa career service exam. Kaga reminder para sa ato nga mga examinees nga during the examination day sa October 21, adlaw inasang Domingo, dapat ninyo dalon ang mga masunod. So again, para sa mga magakuha sa career service exam, professional kag sub-professional levels, tandaan nga inyo dapat dalon ang mga masunod during the examination day. Ang inyong application receipt or notice of school assignment, lead pencil, number 1 or 2 and erasers, ball pen, black or blue ink only. So, hindi pwede ang ibang na color, kundi black and blue. And you also have to bring the same valid identification cards presented during the application stage. Kaangay sa inyo driver's license, SSS or GSIS ID, PhilHealth, o kung ang inyong current office or company ID, current school ID, postal ID, BIR, barangay ID, voter's ID, valid passport, or police clearance. So, tandaan nga, no ID, no examination. So, again, reminder sa mga examinees para sa career service exam, paper and pencil test, professional kag sub-professional levels, dapat ninyo pagdalaon ng mga masunod ang inyo application receipt o notice of school assignment, lead pencil number 1 or 2 and erasers, ball pen, blue or black ink only, kag ang inyo valid ID card. The same ID card nga inyo ginpresenta sa inyo pag-apply sa examination. Ang ato ID cards can be your driver's license, SSS or GSIS ID, PhilHealth, ang inyong current office or school ID, postal, BIR, or barangay or voter's ID, kag valid passport. So, again, tandaan nga no ID, no examination. So, qualified applicants were notified sa ila places of examination or school assignment through their application receipt or notice of school assignment. Mahimo man ninyo ini nga makuha online paagi sa aton online notice of school assignment. Ang printout sa inyong notice of assignment. So, to use this system, examinee should log on sa CSC website and go to the examination announcement webpage or type http://webapp.webapp.csc.gov.ph/exam ASSIGN, that's exam assign .atm sa address bar sang ilang browser. So again, to print out your online notice school of assignment, please visit the CSC website www.csc.gov.ph kaga magkadto lang sa examination announcement webpage. So tandaan man nga failure to take the examination sa natalana nga schedule sa October 21 shall mean forfeiture sang inyo examination fee and slot. So, hindi na magabaton sang request for rescheduling ang Civil Service Commission. So, again, para sa mga examinees, tandaan nga failure to take the examination on your scheduled date, that is October 21, 2012, will mean forfeiture sang inyo examination fee and slot, and no request for rescheduling is allowed. Tandaan man nga all personal belongings, kalakip na ang inyo nga mga cellular phones o kung cellphones, calculators, books, electronic gadgets, and printed materials kaangay sa mga books kag reviewers must be surrendered sa mga room examiners during the day of the examination. Kag firearms, if any, must also be surrendered sa ato nga security guard or designated firearm custodian sa entrance gate sang testing center. And please take note that proper attire should be worn on examination day. So, ginadumilian ang pagsuksok sang sleeveless or sando, shorts, kag chinelas. So again, reminder sa mga examinees, tandaan nga ang inyong mga personal belongings, kaangay isang cellphones, reviewers, books, calculators, kag iban pa nga mga electronic gadgets, kag printed materials, should be surrendered sa mga room examiners during the day of the examination. Kag firearms should also be surrendered sa designated firearm custodian or security guard sa entrance gate sang inyong testing center. Kag kinahanglan man nga you should observe proper attire during the examination day. So hindi pwede ang sleeveless o kung sando, shorts, kag slippers. The Civil Service Commission, ginadilmilian man sang Civil Service Commission ang cheating during the conduct sang aton career service examination. So, the CSC uses a highly reliable system agud ma-detect ang mga cheats. So, any form of cheating in any civil service exam shall be considered a violation of Republic Act number 9416 o kung ginatawag naton nga anti-cheating law. And any person found guilty shall be administratively and criminally liable. So again, ginadumilian git. Hugot nga ginadumilian sa Civil Service Commission ang cheating during the conduct of the career service exam. And any person found guilty shall be administratively and criminally liable. Cheating is considered a violation of Republic Act number 9416 or the anti-cheating law. So, angot sa aton nga Republic Act 9416, this took effect on April 14, 2008. Republic Act number 9416 is otherwise known as an act declaring as unlawful any form of cheating in the civil service exam, unauthorized use and possession of CSC examination-related materials, and granting the Commission exclusive jurisdiction over the cases, including those committed by private individuals. So, ang nahambitan nga lahi, was signed into law by then President Gloria Macapagal Arroyo satong March 25, 2007. So, paano ba lang definition sang cheating? So, angot sa aton nga implementing rules and regulations, cheating refers to any act or omission before, during, or after any civil service exam that will directly or indirectly undermine the sanctity and integrity of the examination, such as, but not limited to the following. So, makonsider natin na cheating ang mga masunod: impersonation, ang paggamit sang kodigo or crib sheets, employing a poste, tampering with examination records, collusion of whatever nature between examinees and examination personnel, examinee number switching, possession and or use of fake certificate of eligibility, kag iban pa nga mga acts similar in nature which facilitate the passing of examination, including those committed by review centers or entities offering refresher courses or tutorials. So, we define cheats as including all persons, kalakip man ng mga review centers or entities offering refresher courses or tutorials who directly or indirectly commit the act or acts of cheating. So, kaina, kalakip sa cheating amo ang impersonation. So, ginadefine ang impersonation as an act of assuming the identity of another person, ang pagpakuno-kuno in whatever manner with the end purpose of taking any civil service examination. Kabahin man diri, magluwas sa impersonation ang paggamit sang kodigo o crib sheets. Ang kodigo or crib sheet refers to any material or device in the possession of the examinee containing codes in any form representing answers to test items. Another item here is employing a poste. Ano ba lang poste? This refers to a person, whether inside or outside of the examination room, who may or may not be a registered examinee, but who provides examinees with answers kung ginatawag natin nga kodigo or crib sheets or such other assistance agod ma-enhance ang chances sang pagpasar sang isa ka examinee sa career service exam. So, ano ba lang procedure against government officials and employees and private individuals? The existing rules on administrative cases in the civil service, including ang mga amendments and revisions, shall be applied in the investigation, prosecution, and adjudication of administrative cases of cheating as defined under Republic Act 9416 involving government officials and employees as well as private individuals. So, sa idalom sang aton nga implementing rules and regulations, ano bala ang mga offenses? So, the following acts or omissions are punishable as serious dishonesty and grave misconduct. So, again, ang mga masunod nga acts or omissions are punishable as serious dishonesty and grave misconduct. We have cheating, use of kodigo or crib sheets, impersonation, employing a poste, ang pagtamper sa examination records, collusion, subong man ang examinee number switching, ang possession sang fake nga eligibility, ang paggamit sang fake nga eligibility, pati na ang unauthorized possession of examination-related materials, unauthorized use of examination-related materials, unauthorized reproduction of said materials, as well as unauthorized dissemination of exam-related materials and other instances analogous to the foregoing. So, amoy na ang mga offenses or omissions which are punishable as serious dishonesty and grave misconduct sa idalom sang Anti-Cheating Law upon Republic Act 9416. So ano naman bala no ang punishment or penalties para sa mga persona nga who will be found guilty in violation of the anti-cheating law. So ang penalties amo ang mga masunod. If the offender is a government employee, the penalty of dismissal from the service shall be imposed, including all the accessory penalties of cancellation of eligibility, pati ng forfeiture sang imo nga retirement benefits, bar from taking any civil service examination, and perpetual disqualification from re-entering government service. So, amoy niyang masakit-sakit, no? Kaya you will be disqualified from re-entering government service in any government agency. So, again, if the offender is a government employee, ang penalty is dismissal from service, including all accessory penalties of cancellation of eligibility, forfeiture of retirement benefits, bar from taking any civil service exam, as well as perpetual disqualification from re-entering government service. Kung ang offender naman is a private individual, he or she shall be perpetually barred from entering government service and perpetually barred from taking any civil service examination. So those found criminally liable shall be meted out the penalty of imprisonment of not less than 6 years and 1 day, but not more than 12 years, and a fine of not less than 50,000 pesos with the appropriate accessory penalties. So again, those found criminally liable shall be meted out the penalty of imprisonment of not less than 6 years and 1 day, but not more than 12 years, kag mayar apagid sang fine of not less than 50,000 pesos with appropriate accessory penalties. So amoy na no ang kabugusan sa aton nga Republic Act 9416 and its implementing rules and regulations kaangot sa aton pala abuton nga career service examination. So para sa mga dugang nga detalye angot sa anti-cheating law, you can visit our website csc.gov.ph for the implementing rules and regulations. So ang RA 9416 and its implementing rules and regulations ang yara sa Memorandum Circular number 7 series of 2008. Kaga amoy ng kabugusan sang career service examination paper and pencil test for both sub-professional and professional levels. Magluwas sa career service exam, paper and pencil test para sa professional kag sub-professional levels, magahiwat man ang Civil Service Commission sang competitive exam para sa local scholarship program, master's degree course, school year 2013 to 2014 sa October 21, 2012. Kung inyo madumduman, no, natala na kuntani ang nahambitang na exam sa tung August 12, 2012 apang nagpagwa sang examination advisory sinigid lang ang komisyon para sa mga applicants sa nahambitan nga examinasyon. So agod maghatag sang ample time sa mga applicants and the heads of agencies agod mag-comply sa requirements para sa competitive exam for local scholarship program modified for master's degree course for school year 2013 to 2014. The CSC is rescheduling the conduct of the said examination from August 12 to October 21, 2012. The competitive exam for the local scholarship program modified shall coincide with the conduct of the career service examination. So deadline for submission of applications is on October 1, 2012. So again, no, ang deadline para sa submission of applications sa competitive exam for local scholarship program, master's degree course school year 2013 to 2014 is on October 1. That will be today. Sa pihak nga bahin na opisyal naman nga nagpagwa ang Civil Service Commission sa Memorandum Circular number 13 series of 2012 sa nga tinalikdan nga bulan sang Agosto angot sa policies on service requirement for grant of barangay official eligibility and other related matters. So para sa aton nga mga elected kag appointive barangay officials, tutukid sa aton nga mga masunod nga importante nga detalye. So the grant of barangay official eligibility shall now be based strictly on completion of term of office. In no instance shall a barangay official concerned who did not complete his or her term of office for whatever reason shall be eligible to avail of the grant of barangay official eligibility. So completion of term of office is defined as follows. For elected barangay officials, this refers to term of office as specified by the prevailing law on term of office of elected barangay officials. So again, para sa mga elected barangay officials, term of office refers to the term specified by the prevailing law. Para naman sa mga appointive barangay officials, kaangay sa mga barangay secretary kag barangay treasurer, term of office refers to the continuous number of years of satisfactory service rendered from the time of appointment, which must correspond to the number of years covering the term of office of the appointing punong barangay, and this may include services rendered under the previous appointment. Again, para sa appointive barangay officials, term of office refers to the continuous number of years of satisfactory service rendered from the time of appointment, which must correspond to the number of years covering the term of office of the appointing punong barangay and may include services rendered under previous appointment. So, for purposes for the grant of barangay official eligibility, services rendered in elective capacity shall not be considered to augment services rendered in appointive capacity and vice versa. So in cases kung sa diin ang services rendered by the elected or appointed barangay official falls short as to the completion of term of office, the deficiency on the number of days shall not be more than 15 days to be considered for the grant of barangay official eligibility. Now, in cases kung sa diin ang appointive barangay officials, kaangay sa mga barangay treasurer and secretary, who are not able to complete the number of years of service corresponding to the term of office sang ilang appointing punong barangay for more than 15 days, services rendered by the said appointive barangay officials under previous appointments of similar capacity, for example, present position as barangay secretary and previous appointment mo man bilang barangay secretary in the same barangay only, may be considered agod nga makompleto ang required number of years corresponding to the term of office of the concerned appointing punong barangay. So, ang period sang filing sang aton application. Filing of application para sa grant sang barangay official eligibility for elective and appointive barangay officials who have completed their term of office prior to the date of effectivity of the CSC Resolution 1200865 shall be within 2 years from the said date. So, the said resolution took effect on August 1, 2012. So again, completion of term of office prior to the date of effectivity shall be within 2 years from the said date. That would be August 1 until August 1, 2014 only. Sa piyak nga bahin, ang filing of application for grant of barangay official eligibility para sa mga elective and appointive barangay officials nga nakakomplete sang ila term of office on or after the date of effectivity of the CSC resolution shall be continuous. Further, the Commission also resolved to prescribe the following policies. So, una diri, ang grant sang barangay official eligibility to elected barangay officials shall be considered a privilege the entitlement to which shall belong exclusively to the duly elected barangay official. Appointive barangay officials who are appointed by the punong barangay to whom they are related up to the 4th degree of consanguinity or of affinity are not qualified for the grant of barangay official eligibility. So again, no, barangay officials, appointive barangay officials who are appointed by the punong barangay whom they are related up to the 4th degree of consanguinity or of affinity are not qualified for grant of barangay official eligibility. Appointed barangay officials applying for the grant of barangay official eligibility shall be required to submit a notarized affidavit stating that the appointed barangay official concerned is not related up to the 4th degree of consanguinity or of affinity to the appointing punong barangay. So, ang pag-adopt sang komisyon sa subject revised policies, no, stemmed from the need nga i-realign ang previous nato nga policy on aggregate 5-year service requirement. Bangod ang grant of barangay official eligibility is an act of goodwill by the government para sa serbisyo sa mga barangay officials sa ilang komunidad. Ang ining realignment is in line with barangay officials such as Sangguniang Kabataan Chairman who, despite sang ilang competition sang 3-year term of office, were restrained from availing of the barangay official eligibility grant for not meeting the aggregate 5-year service requirement. So again, no, ang atong CSC resolution was took effect last August 1, 2012. Para sa dugang nga detalye, no, angot sa barangay official eligibility kag other examination nga related nga mga queries or clarification and as well as special eligibilities, mag-log on lang sa aton nga CSC website. Mahimo man kamo nga magbisita sa Civil Service Commission Regional Office 6 Examination Services Division sa number 7 Oñate Street, Mandurriao, Iloilo City, o kung sa inyo pinakamalapit nga field office. You can also call the Regional Office Examination Services Division sa telepono 321-2668 up to 69 o kung mag-text sa text CSC RO6 0916-541-2152. Again, text CSC RO6 0916-541-2152. So, recently na pagwa ang Civil Service Commission sang Memorandum Circular number 14 Series of 2012. His Excellency President Benigno S. Aquino III conferred the 2012 Outstanding Public Officials and Employees Award on 23 individuals and 6 group awardees last September 19 at the Rizal Ceremonial Hall in Malacanang. In his speech, the President emphasized that this year's batch of outstanding government workers embody the new phase of government. President Aquino also underscored Executive Order number 80, which institutionalizes a performance-based incentive system in government. So, relative to this, all government offices are encouraged to play the video message of President Aquino during the flag ceremony as part of the culminating activity of the 112th anniversary of the Philippine Civil Service. So, you may access www.youtube.com/user/RTV Malacanang to play the said video message. Again, you may access www.youtube.com/user/RTV Malacanang to play the said video message. Another announcement, no, in line sa Civil Service Anniversary, a municipal employee from Pavia, Iloilo won the top prize of 20,000 pesos for this year's Give It Your Best Shot nationwide photography contest sponsored by the CSC. The photo entry of Dexter Dizon, Local Legislative Staff Officer 3 of the Municipal Government of Pavia, Iloilo, entitled We Deliver, depicting the LGU's medical team doing their work during the dengue outbreak in the municipality, was among the 136 photo entries submitted by government employees this year. So congratulations to Mr. Dexter Dizon of the Municipal Government of Pavia for winning first place sa Give It Your Best Shot nationwide photography contest. The rest of the photo contest winners are Miss Pamela Alvarez of the Philippine National Police, Camp Crame, Quezon City. Second place, kag third place naman si Miss Marites Tamayaw of Department of Education, Peña Blanca, Cagayan, who won third place. The selection of winners was done last August 18, 2012, and there were may kitasang panel of judges from the National Press Club of the Philippines and directors of the Civil Service Commission. So all winners received a certificate and cash prize, 20,000 for first place, 10,000 for second place, and 5,000 for third place, and 1,000 each for all semi-finalists. So winning entries for the 2012 PCSA photo contest can be accessed through the PCSA website at www.celebratepcsa.wordpress.com. Sa Piak nga bahin, nagpagwa naman ang Civil Service Commission sa official list of awardees para sa Honor Awards program for this year. So, for the 2012 Outstanding Public Officials and Employees or Dangal ng Bayan awardees, we have a total of 6 awardees nationwide para sa sininga tuig. Kag bugal gid naton nga ipabalo sa aton nga mga listeners nga gikan diri sa Region 6, we have 2 Dangal ng Bayan awardees this year. Sila amo kanay Dr. Edita Magallanes, University President sa Capiz State University, and Ms. Heidi Pasuelo, State Auditor 4 of the Commission and Audit Regional Office Number 6. They are this year's Dangal ng Bayan awardees. We also have other awardees from other regions nga among mga masunod. Jocelyn Carino of Alternative Learning System, who is an Alternative Learning System mobile teacher, Master Teacher 1 from DepEd San Vicente West, Urdaneta City. And we have a posthumous awardee, Miss Melania Dirain, Ecosystems Management Specialist 2, Community Environment and Natural Resources Office of DNR Region 2, Cagayan. Another awardee is Mr. Crisostomo Ibarra, Administrative Aid 1 of the City Social Welfare and Development Office ng City Government of Antipolo, and Dr. Wealthy Villanueva, Medical Officer 3, Rojas Medicare Hospital, Rojas, Palawan. Sa Piak nga bahin, yari naman ang mga masunod nga awardees for the Pag-asa Award. Gikan sa Region 6, we also have 2 awardees. We have Miss Claire Cabiroy, Pharmacist 1 of the Provincial Health Office of Rojas, of the Provincial Government of Capiz in Rojas City, Capiz. Kag ang Provincial Health Office with 9 members ang Provincial Government of Capiz for the group category. So congratulations, no? And this year, we have 11 awardees for the CSE Pag-asa category. Kaga, silang kinalakipan sa mga masunod. Ms. Maribel Blanco, Chief Administrative Officer sang DSWD Field Office No. 3. Cesar Colina Sr., Mayor, Municipal Government of Marasugan, Compostela Valley. Marilu Dungog, PRO2, Subic Bay Metropolitan Authority. Catalino Leyva, Barangay Chairman sang City Government of Apollo, Antipolo. Engineer Josephine Salazar, Division Manager of Upper Pampanga River Integrated Irrigation Systems, National Irrigation Administration, and Dominador Zaire, Info Officer 4, Office of the City Administrator, City Government of San Fernando, Pampanga. Para sa individual category. For the group category, nangin madinalabo naman ang Balanga City Agriculture Office with 6 members, Office of the Antipolo City Assessor with 10 members, and Orani Water District Operation and Management Excellence Team of Orani Water District in Bataan with 3 members. So again, congratulations sa aton nga 2012 Honor Awards Program awardees. Join us again on the 3rd week of October para sa mga dugang nga pahibalo kag update sa mga programa kag proyekto sang Civil Service Commission. Madamo gid nga salamat kag maayong aga sa inyo tanan.